What is up, peeps? How is everyone doing? Tiddler 1152, welcome to stream. Good evening. CP65, same to you. Hello. Just gonna sort of kick back and chill tonight, guys. Got some cool stuff to talk about, especially with the flight sim stuff. Got a lot of things in construction right now for the flight sim. It's gonna get pretty intense here in a bit. Pretty damn intense here for a bit. Which gas do we have in this truck? Let's go get some gas and then we'll figure out a job to do. Let me know if anything's too loud, too quiet, etc. Be happy to adjust anything for you guys. We're trying to make our way down into Missouri today. All right, full tank of gas. Let's find some work. So we're doing another gauge like this. We're gonna do another panel like this, like I've done with the truck. We're gonna be doing one for the flight sim rig next. Also got new panels I'm making for the truck rig. So this whole thing's going to look like an authentic truck simulator. And we're going to do the same thing for a GA cockpit. Got some potential partnerships coming up with some really good GA equipment that I'm really excited about. It'll be probably a month or two before anything comes of that, but it'll help me plan. I've got a whole frame that I've got in construction right now in the garage. I had to buy a new welder, so I'm waiting for that to get here. But it's going to be a whole frame out system with just metal framing, and then I'm going to 3D print all of the paneling for GA equipment. Right now, my goal is to design it in a way where, and it's a little difficult because we don't have access to it yet, but I'm thinking about the Virpil flight yoke. That's going to go right here, but in the meantime, it's going to be the Moza force feedback yoke. It's going to be a great combo with the DOF Reality motion pit, but we're going to have a full cockpit dash. You guys can see I've already started the with the PU Korea autopilot or overhead panel. This is all of our lights and anti-ice. So we're going to be doing the exact same thing that I've got going on here with the truck, but for flight simming. And even the truck, I just got this and I'm going to be replacing it. We're going to have an actual real life CB radio that's going to mount up here. It's going to be dope, dude. And what I'm doing is I'm designing everything in a way, that's part of what's taking so long, is I'm designing everything in a way where it's very quickly interchangeable. Right now I have the obviously driving pedals on, but I'm going to design a pin and keeper system where I'm going to be able to lift the plate up, put it out behind the curtain, bring the rudder pedals on, set them down, have pins that lock everything in place. So that's sort of why it's been a lot of truck content, is because the flight sim rig, just like this was under construction, now the flight sim rig is under construction. So a lot of really cool stuff going on. And then with the flight sim rig, I've got 3 different configurations that I sort of have to think about. Obviously, you have general aviation. General aviation and helicopter I can pretty much mix because I can just do a side mount for the helicopter. That's not a huge deal. But I'm also thinking about commercial as well as DCS world. I've created a center mount for the DCS or for the Wind Wing Top Gun MIP, the main instrument panel with the 3 screens. It's going to be dope. UTV, how are you, bud? All right, so let's see where we are. We're doing World of Trucks. And again, we're trying to make our way down into Missouri, so we've got a lot of driving to do. I don't know if we'll make it there tonight, but we're going to see how far we can get. So we're starting here. And let's see, does it tell us where? Okay, Cheyenne. Let's see if we can get down into Cheyenne. That'd be a nice way to start. Or even, what do we have on our way? Rawlins, Laramie, and Cheyenne. Rocky Springs, yeah, that takes us too far south. I don't want to go. Oh, there's Rawlins. Okay, so what else we got? Let's keep going down. Cody, we don't want to go to Cody. Take us back the other way. See if we got anything that'll get us into Cheyenne. Oh, there we go, Cheyenne. Dinky little trailer. Oh, come on, we can do better than that. There we go. Let's do this one. Riverton. Where's Riverton? Okay, it's where we are. Okay, for some reason I thought we were somewhere else. All right. So there's that. You grab a quick drink of water. I know, weird, not drinking a Monster. Who knew? Who knew of this weird stuff called water? What is this strange stuff that has been experienced in my life? All right, fire it up. And again, let me know if for any reason you guys can't. That was weird. I've got the surround sound now. And so I literally heard the jet pass overhead. I was like, is that actually happening outside? That was weird. All right, let's go. Let's get to work here. All right, take care, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. We're going for it. Looks like it's just right up the street here. Around the back here. Where's our trailer? I'll get an idea of what we're doing first here. There it is. Get hooked up. Oops. Let off the clutch too much. Get out of here. Speaking of the truck parts, I just had something finished for it. Successful 10-hour print. All right. We are on our way. Should be a nice jump. We'll see if we can get a. Maybe we can get to Missouri tonight. We'll see. Just want to check out that new scenery and check out those underground parking lots or warehouses. Joe, what's up, buddy? How are you? Good to see you again, pal. How's your rig coming along? Doing okay, buddy. Doing okay. Managing day by day. Kids are happy. That's the important part. Yeah, it's usually how it goes, pal. You'll get it, though. That's what makes it fun, though, when it comes together. What are you doing, pal? What are you doing? That was... I need to find that mod that makes these guys drive a little bit more realistic. Oh, nice. What size monitors are you doing? There you go. You don't know what size yet? What's it capable of holding? Yeah, I know. So, I'll tell you what I wish I had done. So these are just LED, and they're great, by the way. I really enjoy them. Wow, just blow on past, huh, buddy? Yeah, no problem. Okay. Welcome back. So anyway, I was saying is these are LEDs and they're great. Like, I really do like them. Yes, of course, OLED would be fantastic. But the other thing you might look at is in the middle there and look at QLED. QLEDs are real nice too, and I actually wish I had gone that route. Yeah, funny. Gotta love the delay in YouTube chat. More fog, dude. The last couple of days I have just been hammered with fog. Oops. Yeah, QLED. Yep. So QLED is sort of the, like I said, sort of in between OLED and LED. And I wish I had gone that route. For example, these are 215 a piece, and the QLED I could have gotten for like 360 or so a piece. So about another $100, $150 a piece. But it would have been worth it in my opinion. I do wish I'd gone that route. But then again, my crazy ass is already thinking about going to 65, so I'm not healthy, clearly. Hey Luis, how you doing, man? Thanks. No, it's really not too bad, man. The thing is, so 65s, dude. So check out, look for Armstrong Gaming on YouTube. He does trucking primarily, and he's got 65s, and it's impressive. And the thing about 65s is they get you very, very close to real world perspective. When you think about the distance, for example, whether you're in an airplane or a vehicle, think about the distance from one side of the car to the other. It gets you close, man. Whoa, hello. Just barrel on in there, buddy. Buddy, come on. Get your ass moving. Thank you. I mean, you'd have to build the rest of your rig out to perspective, right? You'd want to feel that void. Like, a lot of people will put like a second chair or something next to them. It's about perspective. So yes, they can, but the other big kicker is you want to be close to your screens. That's where the immersive experience is going to come from. I think either way you'd be good. 55s is the other thing would have been nice. I mean, just remember these are 50s, so if you take another 5 inches on the diagonal, you'd get about another 2.5 inches out here. So that's about where a 55 would put you. You know, so the trick is to be close. You want them close. If you sit too far back, that's where you're going to get that awkward perception. But that's part of why I'm building all this out. Like I said, I'm going to have a full dash and everything out here. I've got 2 projects that just finished on the 3D printer, about 10 hours a piece, but new button box that's going to replace this one. Going to be a box here and a box down here sort of off kit to the side. Then I'm going to fill this whole spot in for the trucking, and then I'm literally building the exact same thing. Going to do something similar for a flight cockpit. And I'm making a metal frame in the garage that will literally, the entire thing will pick up and slide out. That's what I'm doing here, bud. So stay tuned to the channel, pay close attention. Not that you don't already, but I will definitely be showcasing everything that I do. The biggest thing that I can tell you guys, I personally, this is personal opinion, so keep this in mind, right? I'm not saying that one way is better than the other. First, look into welding. So my welder, it was actually my dad's. He needed it back, so I needed to buy my own welder. I picked up a $250 welder, 200 amps, so it's more than enough to weld all the way up to 300 to 3/16. Welding is not hard if you've never done it before. It's, you know, go on YouTube, watch how it's done, and, you know, you're not doing any kind of, uh-oh, hold on. I have got to stop doing that. Oh, wait, never mind. I thought I was turning the, damn it. Wow. How much have you had to drink? Nothing, officer, I swear. I actually haven't, funny enough. But, you know, with the welding, the beautiful part about metal, cut it too short, you add more. You cut it too long, take it off. You can bend it, twist it, shape it. You know, you need an angle grinder, a welder, and maybe 2 angle grinders is what I'd recommend, and a drill press if you got one. And even the drill press I have, it was 150 something at Home Depot. But you can customize it and build it any way you want. You know, if you have a metal supply store, don't buy your metal if you decide to go this route. Don't buy your metal from Home Depot or Lowe's. Find an actual metal supply store. A lot of them will do discounts, huge discounts on scrap and things like that. I've probably got over a couple hundred feet of metal out in the garage that has cost me less than $200. Oh, that sucks. Oh, dude, I would be so mad. But either way, so, like, genuinely sorry, that bites like a lot. People are such shitheads, dude. Those kind of people. But yeah, so if you're comfortable doing that, go that route, dude. Make your own. Make it your own. It's worth the time. It's worth the effort. And that's exactly what I'm doing with this. I've made all these mounts that all this stuff is mounted, I made. And this is the DOF Reality H3 Motion Pit. And so I made a whole bunch of different mounts and slides and things, and I've got so many things that are being built in the garage. Everything that this is mounted to, everything that the wheel and the dash is mounted to, I made. I made it right here. It's got a tension lock. I can literally now, where by default I couldn't, but I can rotate my wheel up and down on tension nuts if I want. Make it your own, man. And the idea, everything that I'm doing is tension nuts. Everything that I'm doing, tension nut, tension nut, tension nut. I can put something here, I can put something here, I can put something here, and all of this stuff. I turn one little knob, it slides off, and I can replace it with something else. So it makes swapping between, for example, flight and driving, like we were talking about, so much easier. Yeah, I got lucky. I got one here in Tucson, too. I have an industrial metal supply, and they're freaking phenomenal, dude. They sell their drop, and some of their drops are like 12 feet long. It's like, you guys call that drop? But they sell some of those things that let's see, I went in one weekend and got stuff at like, I got 16 gauge, 1 inch tubing, 12 feet, or even, actually, you know what? I just recently bought 2 full 20 foot longs. I had to have them cut it, obviously. but that was $33. Like, you know, but it makes it so much nicer. It's obviously a lot more work, and you get that glorious smell of metal up your nose for the next 3 days when you take a shower afterwards. But, you know, because I can't wear a mask. I can't do that. The masks make me so freaking hot. I feel like I'm suffocating in them. That whole, during the COVID thing, oh man, that drove me nuts. I was never so grateful to work from home. Hey, Whip Pilot, how you doing? Dude, why? I wonder why. That's so weird. But you know what? The beautiful part about Twitch, honestly, I still recommend everybody watch on Twitch because the chat is instant. I timed it the other day. I was re-watching the stream, one of my streams the other day. And some of your chats were taking anywhere from a minute to a minute and a half before I saw them. Like, it was crazy, dude. I don't know what it is about YouTube that the chat takes so long to respond or to show up. Hey, Bruce, how you doing, pal? Good to see you again. But I can't stress enough, you guys. If you're really wanting to make an awesome flight sim experience or driving, whatever you're wanting to do, get into DIY. And I know we're all big manly men, but don't be afraid of it. Like, I'm using that word afraid, you know. Don't be afraid to screw it up. Don't be afraid to mess it up. And don't be afraid to learn something new. If you guys want to get into 3D printing, I will tell you right now, I used to have an Ender 3 Pro V2, right? And in the 3 years that I screwed around with that stupid thing, I maybe got 3 prints ever to actually work out of the damn thing. But if you want to get into 3D printing, look at the Bamboo Labs A1 printer. That thing is literally plug and play. It takes about 15 minutes to get it all set up, installed. For the most part, it's pretty assembled. You got a few screws you got to put on, and obviously the uprights. And then it does its own calibration, and I've had 3 prints ever fail, and that's because my dumb ass thought I was using PLA, and apparently I had purchased PETG by mistake. And for those of you who don't know, PETG usually requires an enclosed environment. It's a lot harder to print with. It's much stronger, but for most things that we do, PLA is fine. All this stuff is PLA, you know, and but it's literally plug and play. Like, it's set it and forget it, for those of you who are old enough to remember that thing. Who was that? Ron, I can't remember his name. Ron something. He was the guy who invented the Weed Whacker, if I remember correctly. But I can't stress it enough, man. Get into your own design. There's an awesome website that gives you the ability to design your own prints. It's called Tinkercad. It's super simple. And I'm no engineer by any means, but that's how I design these mounts right here. I'm going to be... yes, Ron Bottle. Thank you. That's funny that you remembered that. I love you, Jeremy. What's up, my brother? But, Ronco, that's the one, dude. We all just dated ourselves. That's so sad. Poopy. It's pronounced poop. That's his name. I'm just kidding. That's me. Guy was a genius. I'll give you that, or give him that. He was a genius. He made it work. Okay, why are my wipers not turning off? Turn off. No, I want you to turn off, not on. I think I double tapped it. There we go. But the DIY stuff has been so cool to get into. What's up, King? How are you, man? Yeah, my buddy Jeremy, he's on Twitch. Their cloud-based setup. What are you talking about? I haven't had any. I'm not using any kind of cloud. Everything I'm doing is local. All right, where are they wanting this thing? Should I just assume that I'm going to be in some sort of ridiculous condition where I want to back it in? Actually, no, it looks like it's on the edge of the building. We'll try going in straight. If I have to, I'll back it back out the gate. Dude, I'm telling you, Joe, it's the A1 printer has been phenomenal. I literally push the button and it just works. The auto bed leveling is amazing. The filament run out, like my filament ran out last night during the middle of a print. Loaded it back up this morning, fired right back up, picked up where I left off, and it just, like I said, it finished a 10.5-hour print just a minute ago. So it's, I don't know if they used to have a bad rep or what the deal was there, but I promise the A1 is awesome. And it just uses the Overture Turbo PLA is all I'm using, you know, no fancy PLA. I think it cost me like $20 its full on Amazon. Come on, baby, you gotta turn a lot tighter than that if we're gonna make this work. This is a Pete, sir. Pete about 389. I was driving the KW last week. I can't tell if I'm in. I think I'm in too tight. I may have botched it already. We'll see. I have to be able to make this without smacking the gate. But I think I botched it already. I think we turned too tight. Yep, I did. Let's just move it forward now. After that up. It's the only thing that I will say, American Truck Simulator in VR. How is it showing Flight Sim? I use Restream to update all the titles. So whatever it was showing in YouTube is what it should have been showing. That's weird. But thank you. Anyway, American Truck Simulator in VR is fantastic, and this is why you get the depth perception. It makes backing these trailers in so much easier. Now I'm worried I'm going to go the other direction. What's up, bossy man? How are you? Yeah, I've been doing the trucking thing for a little while now. Off and on. While the flight sim rig is under construction at the moment. I got a bunch of parts that I'm in the middle of building. Oh, wow, I'm screwing this up again. Nope. Damn it. You know, yesterday I was really on point last night with my driving. My back ends, and today I am sucking. This is not the way I wanted to start. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad, pal. I'm not doing too bad. There it is. There it is. Come on. Oh, damn it. Oh, guys, this isn't good. I'm second guessing myself is what I'm doing now. Let's just knock this shit off, shall we? Let's just knock the shit off. I've actually done that before, not gonna lie. The one thing that, so I'll put my head out the window if I have to. The one thing I won't do, yeah, I know, that's exactly what I'm doing. And I just did it again, I came too tight again. The one thing I won't do is I won't go to the external view. That's cheating. I got a lot on my head tonight, so I'm not thinking straight. Got some doctor's appointments and crap coming up that I'm not thrilled about. One of them's tomorrow, so. It's weighing on my head. That's why I'm doing this tonight. Don't tell me what to do. And yes, I am. That is a fact. Don't act like you know me. You don't know me. Not really. I'm just starting to get money again after the fiascos. There we go. We got it this time. Jesus. I am sucking. How many times did it take you? It was a 52-point back end. Got it. We were good. No, I don't. Joe, that I don't do that at all, pal. That is not true, sir. I don't have my account linked up. There we go. Austin Powers. I forgot about that. So, Aussie, what I'm essentially doing is I have everything here is on slides that I was just talking about earlier in the stream. And so what I'm doing is I'm able to slide this off and put flight sim equipment on. The shifter here is the AB9, so obviously it's flight and driving. So when I want to fly with it, I loosen a nut right here, lift it up, so that way it's back up to hand level, put the flight stick on it. This entire unit, I got one nut right here that holds it on. I simply just unscrew it. The whole thing slides out, including the dashboard, and I can slide a yoke onto it or the autopilot panel. Got all kinds of stuff that I'm doing. Yeah, no, because so it uses the Wi-Fi, and I can use the Wi-Fi to connect to it, but it also has an SD card. You can print directly from it, and you can use any slicer you want. You don't have to use the bamboo slicer. Thanks, man. Got a lot of work to do. That's why I've been driving so much. Most of the flight equipment is under construction, and I have a potential partnership with someone coming up that I'm waiting to hear on because it will change very dramatically what I'm doing. But I'm building a combat rig, a helicopter / GA rig, and a commercial rig. So it's going to be very easy to swap. I got the PU Air Korea overhead panel here. Their autopilot panel, as soon as it's ready, it's going to be sent to me. So it's going to have your heading, altitude selectors, all that. I mean, it's going to be sick. Yes, the Bamboo A1. Yes, sir. And that thing is flawless, man. It works great. All right, so that wasn't too bad. What time is it? Oh, we're doing good on time. And let's see. So we're in Cheyenne, and we're still making our way. So let's see if we can get in Nebraska now. Let's see if we can find anything to Grand Island. That'd be nice. That's a reasonable hop. Oops, wrong one. There we go. There's Nebraska. I don't want to go all the way down to Kansas. Oh, there we go. Grand Island right there. A big tractor, huh? I am configured for heavy haul, I think. Let's see what else we can find. That was about it for there, wasn't it? Cook, Grand Island. This takes all the way to Lincoln. I just saw one for Lincoln. There it is. What's that? A mobile stacker? Yeah, let's do the low boy. So whew, that's gonna be a drive, sons. That's gonna be a drive. Can I just search any? Will that let me do that? No. That sucks. They're certainly heading that way, man. So, yeah, I would probably say yes. All right, my friend. Good talking to you, man. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Oh, hey, what was that one? That was in Nebraska. What was that? Cheyenne? Like a 12-second hop? Okay, let's go a little further than that. Let's go a little further. What's the next one? What was that? Sydney? It's right next door. Were those both to Sydney? Alliance? Ah, it takes us further north. No, I don't want to go all the way up north. All right, let's do McCook. Do a tanker. Exxon. All right. Begin delivery. Let's go. I have a doctor's appointment that I'm not crazy about. Hopefully nothing serious, but that's what they're trying to find out. So... See you later, Bill. That was Bill, you guys. He always stands at the damn box. I don't know what he does all day. So every time I come here, he's standing there. Guy's useless, I tell you. It's really hard to find good help these days. Oh shit, Bruce. Damn. Is it just the surgery? Are they just removing something? Or do you have follow-up treatment you have to do? Joe, that's part of what's happening tomorrow. Thing is really sensitive. Oh, that's good. All right, man. Well, yeah, still not the way I'm sure you want to spend your day, so sorry to hear that, brother. But I'm glad that's all it is. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it, buddy. Wow, shaking that right off of there. I'm trying to... See, this is why you're not supposed to be a distracted driver. I'm a distracted driver. Mayday. I'm a distracted driver. There it goes. Okay. Appreciate that, brother. You guys are good. I didn't bring that up to get attention or anything. Letting you know where I was at, that's all. No, my stream deck was falling off its mount. I was chasing it. No, I'm one of those idiots that will tell you I'm really good at texting and driving. Well, I will say, voice to text makes it a lot easier these days. I know, Bruce. I appreciate it, pal. All good. What will be, and if it's another hump to get over, we'll get over it, right? No. You still watch for them, pal. Nothing but respect for police officers. I've never been a douche to one, never will be, but it doesn't mean I want them behind me. What do you see? Oh, yeah, pretty much, man. That's what the point of view is. So I don't have anything else on the screen, so you're seeing exactly what the display is. It's because there's no point in me having a dash because I've got this one, right? You know what I mean? Hey, would you get your butt moving? Thank you. That's why I multi-stream. There's a few of you on. Gotta love the algorithms. Oh no. Can I just say I think it's weird when and I know why they do it, to show the pedals and everything and what you're doing, but I think it's weird when people show their feet. Like, and I don't have like any kind of weird foot thing. It just, I don't know. Like, you guys want to see my feet? You know? I'd rather tell you what kind of pedals I have, you know what I mean? Why is it red, white, and blue colors of freedom? Unless you see them behind you. What do you mean? We're shooting the red, white, and blue colors. Yeah, see? Thanks. That's why I don't do that, nah. Even then, I'd rather tell you how I'm changing the gears, you know? For the most part, after the first couple of gears, I don't use the clutch anymore, so. Oh, I was sure that was going to be it. There it is. That's right. I do want a couple more cameras, though, genuinely. Speaking of no police officers, we're going for it. Watch that B1 behind us. You know what though? I don't feel like driving at night right now. I was kind of enjoying the nice, pretty daylight, so give me a second, because we're not going to do that. I don't want to. Boom! You know, it's not a bad idea, Joe. I can do that. And actually, I think I can set up an overlay where you guys will be able to see it anyway. I'll do that for you guys. I'll make sure to have that up by the next stream. That's a good idea, especially since we're restreaming. No, that makes sense. Good idea. All right, we're on our way. Can't wait for Friday. I got a new wheel coming. I got the pull horn finally coming. And I got an actual nav display that's... I haven't decided actually where I'm going to put the nav display yet. With all this dash work that I'm doing, I might actually put it in the dash. We'll see. But I'm really excited. I've been having a lot of fun building the truck, I'm not going to lie. And I really love the motion pit with the driving simulations. I almost think the motion pit is better for driving than flying. With the exception of general aviation. Yeah, I know. I was just being silly earlier. That means you're committed now. Yeah, I would say so after all this. I ordered all the parts for the other button boxes today. Hey Jay, how are you, hon? Aussie? So, not necessarily tractors, but I'm going to be doing logging. You're old ass. Aren't I older than you? Hopefully that's a good thing. But yes, dude, we definitely need to start doing convoys. That'd be fun. If you're older than me, it's by like a year, so bite me. Whippersnapper. These young whippersnappers. Helicopters, it's dope. That's another good one. And I will say that I think that the best H3... Okay, so I guess I gotta clarify a few things. There are specific scenarios in which the motion pit truly shines. So, for Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's general aviation, by far. If you're doing anything where you're going to be inverted doing rolls, if anything, I think it takes it away. Obviously, the big kicker, you take the force feedback controls, whether it be the yoke, the flight stick, whatever it may be. You take the force feedback, you take the motion pit, and you put VR in, and the experience is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. A lot of configuration, a lot of setup you have to do. You have to set up with virtual reality what's called motion compensation, which basically lets the headset know, or the sim know, that the headset is moving, but it's because the rig is, not because you are. If that makes sense. Otherwise, when you go to make a turn, the plane does this, your head will do this and it actually takes you out of the cockpit. So there's some more configuration steps that are required there. But then also if you add like haptic feedback, like a butt kicker or something on top of that, amazing experience. General aviation, it's fantastic. Commercial, it's okay, but my thing with commercial is I don't like, there's a lot more mouse and keyboard input required with commercial aircraft, and I hate the mouse interaction in virtual reality and Microsoft Flight Simulator. I think it's garbage in both versions, doesn't matter 2020 or 24. DCS World, by far, I think that the telemetry is the best of all the simulators, including ATS here, for motion platforms. But the problem with DCS is if you're doing like a fighter jet, when you go to be inverted, let's say you're doing an aileron roll, it's going to roll initially to the right, and then as you start coming around to the side, it's going to snap back to the left side real quick and then roll you back in, which makes sense. This is not a fault of the motion pit. You know, unless you're on a freaking pendulum where it can rotate, what else are you going to do? Like, it's limited. So that's not by any fault the means of the pit. It's just, it can be an immersion killer. It'll snap you back out of it real quick because your body's expecting a certain movement that doesn't happen. But the helicopters are freaking awesome, and if anything, oh my god, dude. So if you're comfortable with helicopters and you're really good with that fingertip action, and you're not gonna pick up like a, you know, bouncing slinky, you know, they're great. But if you're one of those ones who's really unstable, this motion pit will, I mean, as it moves, the stick is going to move because you're moving, you're shaking, you're bouncing just like it would be in the real aircraft. You know, it's moving with you. So if anything, it can screw you up even more for a little bit. But helicopters is definitely an awesome experience because as you add your anti-torque pedals in, it will actually rotate with you, right? So that's why I picked the H3, because you also have the yaw effect, you know? And that's why racing is really fun with it too. If you start drifting or you break your, you know, the ass end free, it will slide with you. You know, you can find yourself all over the place. Like crashing in a race. I was doing a Assetto Corsa a couple weeks ago, and I lost control of it, got too close to the dirt with my back right wheel, started to slide and spun, so the whole thing turns, right? I'm like this, and then as I slam into the freaking wall, it goes wham, the whole motion pit. All right, Jay, have a good one, hon. Yeah, that's what I have on it too. I have the whip motion compensator. It works good. But you know what? They're not really necessary anymore. Both SimHub and Sim Racing Studio have their own motion compensation built into it now. Dude, this AB9 is awesome. I love it, and I love it for the driving. I really hate that World of Trucks governs you to 65. I feel like give me 70 at least, man. Like, the speed limit's 75, man. Jerks. Thank goodness for cruise control. Oh, damn it. Jeremy, can you get rid of that message? Are you still on? Cheap viewers on Stream Boot. Shut up. It's a Twitch message for those of you on YouTube. Yes, let me pay for views. Bite me. Oh, dude, there are so many times like I'll come out of ATS and I have to go like up to QT just to jump in my Challenger just to break the law, just to remind myself I'm still allowed to do it. No, officer, I didn't say that out loud. That's right, my brother, that's right. Only the best. You guys are the best, though. I'm so glad I got back into streaming this year. Saturday, it'll be short notice, but Saturday I'm gonna try to set up a group flight. So if I can make it work, you guys will know by Friday. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Oh, the YouTube auto sensor. See, that's why I recommend Twitch. I really do, guys. I'm not picking one stream or the other. Like, you know, I know I have, obviously, the bulk of my content viewers are on YouTube, but the YouTube algorithm sucks. Just because I guarantee most of my 43,000 subscribers have no idea that I'm live right now. And then YouTube and their censor. No, you're not the first person I've seen experience that. I had another guy, a buddy of mine, just a minute ago. He was on for a minute. Was trying to talk via YouTube. He said hello. He showed me a screenshot. Sent hello and all kinds of things, and YouTube just wasn't showing it. And so he moved over to Twitch, and I got his message right away. There's a link down in the description. You literally just go to that link, and it should take you to my page. You create an account if you want, but there's no charge, nothing like that. You don't have to pay for it. But it's just like YouTube. In that particular aspect, you create a username, but that's it. And then if you want to subscribe, you can. If you want to tip, donate, you can. It has all the same options. But the reason why I recommend it is just because the chat is instant. Like I said, there are some times that I was rewatching a stream a couple days ago, and some of you guys' messages, like I was just talking about, some of them I don't even see. And then there are others where it was taking anywhere from a minute to a minute and a half before I'd see your message. So by then, it's possible that we've switched topics, changed conversations, or it just gets lost in the mix. The ban hammer. I like that. We're on cruise control, getting past. All right, I need to file a formal complaint with World of Trucks. You guys are making me look bad. I'm a good driver. No, I'm not. Oh, he says in perfect timing of what's going on. Oops. I'll go double check that. I can just Google it. I mean, if that's the case, then I'll look for that. Because, yeah, it drives me nuts. Appreciate you telling me that, though. I didn't even know that. Yes, sir, I am. I love this AB9. The yoke is awesome too. It's going to be tough when Virpil launches their yoke, because I think Virpil and Moza are going to become the new flight sim demigods, if you will. They're the only ones who really seem to be pushing in their price range. In their price range. I need to emphasize that. In their price range. Desk Pilot and Virtual Fly, obviously they're a different ball game. They're very high quality, very, very good products. But for that price range, I think Moza has the potential to put Virpil in a position where they may have to lower their prices. And don't get me wrong, I will always stand that Virpil is worth every freaking penny. Their products are phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. You want to get rid of your alpha? If you do, hit me up privately on Discord. Yeah, I know. That is the one thing, Bruce. That is absolutely... That's probably their biggest downfall. WinWing's also phenomenal. I do, and I support WinWing. I have a bunch of their products. I advertise their stuff on my channel all the time. If you are asking me who I would go for if I had the opportunity, like if you had Virpil and WinWing in front of you, I'd go Virpil. WinWing has a couple of shortcomings that I feel. For example, their detents. Oops. The detents for their flight sticks you have to purchase separately. Hey Devil, how are you doing, man? It's going okay, bud. We're doing okay. How about yourself? So WinWing, they're, like I said, the detents don't come with the stick. You have to purchase them separately. I don't particularly care for their mounting solutions for their flight sticks and throttles. They seem to be reliant on either sticky pads that are, you know, they lose their stiction after a while, or suction cups, which any kind of textured surface, you guys all know a suction cup is useless. So little things like that, little things, right? At the same token, for their commercial products, I think they're phenomenal, absolutely amazing. They've done a fantastic job coming into the commercial market for commercial aviation. But if you're going combat, if you have a dedicated mounting system, I'll come back to you on that question, Joe. If you have a dedicated mounting system and, you know, you have someone that you're going to be screwing it down to, you know, then honestly, that's where the decision becomes a little harder, because like I said, they're both phenomenal. Yo, baby. Okay, we're in there. I didn't realize we were still going 13 miles an hour. But I'd probably still lean to Virpil. Like I said, they really are that good. But WinWing is right behind them, so it really it gets down to the nitty-gritty, definitely. Now, with everything going on, the tariffs, pricing, things like that, if all that gets settled down, then again, that'll make it very difficult to answer WinWing versus Virpil. WinWing is also another pro I'll give WinWing. They're much more into toggle switches and mirroring specific aircraft, where Virpil tends to lean more on general configuration, random push buttons, momentary switches, you know, giving you that option to sort of mirror off any aircraft you want. So that's another pro and con, depending on how you look at it. That Viral? I've never even heard of it. There's a new joystick mount coming for who? 65. And to answer your question about the Alpha, when I do my guides, and actually even now, I still do a lot of my flying from my desk behind me, depending on what type of flying I'm doing. If I'm showcasing a new aircraft or when I'm working on my guides, I do it from the desk. It's a lot easier to type from the desk than it is from this thing. I really hope so. So I had been talking with WinWing very heavily. I totally screwed that up. I can already see I'm in the worst spot about possible. I didn't go far enough to the right. Anyway, that's why I'm interested in the Alpha. It would make some of my other work a lot easier. I used to have one, and like a dumbass, I sold it. but it makes it a lot easier when I'm doing a desk configuration. Oh. And 65, I hope that they do, because like that was my biggest negative feedback to them on my reviews. And like I said, I always take you guys' concerns and my concerns to the developer. Like I was very happy to hear, with Moza, one of the recent changes they just released was on my suggestion. So they listen, and not just me, but the only yokes I have, Jay, are both force feedback. And they're bricks, dude. They're they're a lot to set up, dude. And like the Moza power supply is actually behind the screen here, so. Can someone tell me why we're putting a tanker up against a door? They're gonna get a bunch of straws. It's not really fuel, it's caffeine. Oh, that's good, man. The F14 setup? What do you mean, just the grip? I know what Viper you're talking about. That's the only thing I still have to buy. I'm going to buy the ICP for the Viper. For that Top Gun MIP that I have. Time is it? 9? Yeah, we got time. I still have to get my fat ass out in the garage and work out, so that way I at least can tell the docs that I'm working out every night. I'm really bitter about that freaking appointment tomorrow. Ooh, we're almost there. Should we just skip all the way across and go straight to Missouri, or should we come down through Kansas? That'd be a long drive. Let's go to like Junction City. Let's see if we can find anything out there. Junction City. That's dualies. Dualies aren't as fun though, because you don't get to back them in. Can't get better if you ain't doing it. That was it for Junction City though, wasn't it? What else we got? Emporia. These are taking us already into Missouri. All right, let's back up a bit. Right to the border. Wichita! Oh, but it's a dinky little trailer. Itty bitty living space. What do you guys think? The heavy haul, the wheel loader, or the scrapped cars? I freaking love him in that movie, dude. All right, you bad boy, but no more freebies. Let's do the loader. Begin delivery. Oh, I thought it crashed for a second. I'm like, what the hell? Heavy haul? Okay, well, good. That's what we picked. How much gas do we have? 3/4 of a tank still? Fired up! Oops. I'm sorry, Joe. See? That's YouTube, buddy. I'll make sure you pick on the next one, Joe. Oh, hey, it's right here, too. Where? Oh, it's in the next yard. I see. Guessing that's it? Oh, no, way over there. Oof! Don't knock over my water, damn it. That's it. I'm designing a cup holder tonight for this thing. It almost knocked over my water. Barely see the tongue. I can't even see the trailer out of that right mirror. Uh-oh. I can't get out that way.
It's almost like the GPS told you to go around, stupid.
And now we don't have enough torque to back up. That is actually just vinyl. Got it on Amazon. It was cheap too. Cleared the curb. How about that? Nah, come on, don't miss it. No, they're digital. They're actually functioning. They're what I'm using to drive the truck. I actually designed the gauges in, so the actual labeling I designed in Photoshop, and then I use SimHub to export all the data to the gauges, the particular parts of the screens, and then SimHub is what makes the needles move, etc. So yeah, there's a screen behind it. This is all 3D printed. It's a 3D printed frame. And then I created slides on the back of it for the monitor to slide. I put some vinyl between the print and the monitor, or not vinyl, some felt. so that way it doesn't scratch the monitor. It was fun. The bezels I ordered off of Amazon, they're actually for a real Peterbilt. Yeah, all the good. Yeah, it's a 16-inch screen. Yeah, they're all attached to the same screen. There you go, bud. Just like that. Oh. Now look what you made me do. You made me embarrass myself and stall my truck. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, it was fun to build. So the design itself, if you guys are interested, go to atsaccessories.com, and on his webpage there's a section that says more, or DIY, I think, DIY Center, and there's STL files, and I think it's $20 for the files, but it gives you everything on how to print all of this. The indicator, bezels, everything. And you can actually print the bezels out if you want, but it's obviously better if you buy them. And then just use I used JB plastic epoxy to mount the gauges or the bezels down. Yeah, it's just a 16-inch portable monitor. I didn't buy anything fancy. I think this one was $80, if that, $70 maybe. I would recommend, if you're going to go this route, I sort of kicked myself for not doing it, but I would recommend going touchscreen, because the other thing you can do in SimHub is you can sort of touch them, and you would be able to swipe between different gauges if you wanted. Yep, there you go. Yeah, thank you, Jeremy. And the products that I'm printing right now, that I'm going to have, the button boxes, that are also going to be up on his website soon. They came from him. Does a lot of really cool stuff for the trucking. And a little sneak peek, we are also designing a general aviation button box for flight simming. So stay tuned on that. It'll be a minute. I don't have any kind of time frame on that yet, but he and I have been talking about it and designing something together, and he's putting it together, so. Fun stuff. Fun times. Great time to be a simmer. Thanks, Bruce. Just wait, man. It's going to get far more intense for both flying and driving. I'm one of those idiots that can't be left alone. If you guys leave me alone and leave me to my own devices, I'll take this rabbit hole to a new thing. Like, eventually we're probably going to eventually get wheels and real wings in this room, you know. Have air blowers underneath instead of a motion pit. Whoa. I didn't even bother hitting the brakes. Like, either this is happening like this or it's not. I think that bus came from the movie Speed. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'll build a sleeper. Don't tempt me, dude. You know what happens if you get shit in my head. Have the kids park it up there. That'd be kind of funny. I know, right, Bruce? I was sure we were going to eat the side of it. They do when they come in here, Jay. I'll usually drive for a little bit. I had Natalie, she's one of my daughters, you guys, but I had her on my lap earlier today when I was driving, and she just thought that was the coolest thing ever. So, question on the table is, what is my take on the tariff situation? Not getting political, just thinking about pricing and stuff. So, yes, keeping politics completely out of it, because I won't ever bring that crap to my channel. As far as the pricing, I'm hoping that it's not going to be as bad as what it could be. It really just depends, you know, again, like you said, putting politics aside, we're in the situation we're in now. It doesn't matter what any of us feel about it. It's happening, whether we want it to or not. So if they come to the table like they're talking about and things get smoothed out, I think we'll be fine. You know, I think at the end of the day, at this point, the tension isn't good for either country, so hopefully it won't last long. If it does, and it goes the way we don't want it to, they're going to skyrocket. Everything we want is going to skyrocket. And that's the problem, you know, when you really think about it, is there's a lot of flight sim gear. Unfortunately, when you think about it, most of our flight sim equipment isn't made here, so it definitely is going to hurt our little niche for sure. Our community is definitely going to feel that impact if it continues, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Pray on the worst, hope for the best, right? FOMO? I don't know what the MO means. If the FO means what I think it means, actually, no, that doesn't work out. I don't know what FOMO is. Might as well go back into cruise control at my wonderful 65 miles an hour. Oh, fear of missing out. Wow, nice, Jeremy. Did you look it up, or did you actually know that one? Don't lie. You know I'll know if you're lying. I'll be able to smell it. Yeah, no, I hear you, man. That's why. It's part of why I'm debating the 65-inch TVs right now. That's exactly why. Even, like, at this moment, I don't have the stand. I don't have any way to support 365-inch TVs. This stand right here is the next level racing one. And 50s is its limit. And I have metal braces keeping them vertical. Or keeping them level, excuse me. So, but yeah, that's exactly why I'm debating buying a 65-inch. Even if I just have to have them sit for a while until I can get a way to mount them, the cost of TVs, electronics, computer components, everything, it's going to skyrocket. I think now, for example, I just watched a thing today that Taiwan is getting ready to open up manufacturing here in the United States. So that will obviously make a huge difference. But that's not going to be tomorrow, you know? So in the interim, until things change and are established, it could get dicey, but we'll see. Yeah, exactly, Jeremy. He said that, for those of you on YouTube, he said that's why he bought the AP9 when he did. Yep, agreed. So again, it's a crappy situation. There's pros and cons to all of it, obviously. You know, from the economic standpoint, yes, it could be a benefit in the long run, but for all of us right now in this particular hobby, yeah, we're going to feel it. It sucks, dude. I'm so tired of all the hate and negativity on all fronts, man. Why do they got to go fuck with our flight sim community now? Leave us alone. We're happy in our own little world. But you know what? At the same token, that's also why I'm recommending the DIY, like I was saying earlier, guys. Get comfortable with it. YouTube, you can learn anything on YouTube. You know, I had the experience of a welder working in my dad's shop, 25 years ago. But still, dude, like all of the Tinkercad stuff and learning how to 3D print and design, YouTube, across the board. Learn how to do it yourself. A, it's way more fun. B, it's way more fun when you start getting comfortable with it. Obviously, everything it's got its learning curve. But when you can design things the way you want it and start building, like the circuit board, I got a circuit board that's going to control 35 different buttons. And it's made in the United States, and I got it for $35. And plug a USB cable into it. They've got their own programming software. Yeah, no, dude, you ain't finding a GPU right now. Good luck. Yeah, no. And you know what though? The other side of that, okay, that has nothing to do with the tariffs though. That's Nvidia. That asshole Jensen needs to get off his high horse. Jensen is the CEO of Nvidia, for those who don't know, and he's a douche. He did it. So what happened with the 30 series cards? And all through the releases, all the way back down, hell, I remember to the 10 series and before. We always had an overstock of GPUs. Well, when the 30 series ended and the 40 series released, they had such a massive overstock of 30 series cards that nobody was buying the 40 series. They were all buying the old 30 series cards, the 3090s and whatnot. Yeah, it's totally Nvidia. But they were buying the 30 series cards. And so the 40 series cards sat and waited for too long. That's why, like, I have an RTX 4080, and I was able to get that for $1,200. That same card right now, the 5080, is just under $2,000. But so what they did with starting with the 50 series is they chopped the production. They stopped production of 40 series cards. I think they said it was 8 months prior. You know who will bitch them out is Jay's 2 cents. You guys want to hear someone go to war on Nvidia? Watch Jay's 2 cents. He's got 4.1 million subscribers. He doesn't give a crap what Nvidia says. But yeah, that's exactly what they did. They manipulated the market. And so it's I remember when the 40 series came out, and we had all the scalpers that were either the scalpers and the crypto miners jacking the cards, right? And remember when they released that driver for the 40 series cards that would prevent crypto mining? Nvidia was the one who put that out. So you put that out so that way to get people to stop buying the 40 series cards in bulk, to make it more accessible to the general public, and then you turn around with the 50 series and do this shit? I saw a 5090 the other day. Every now and then I'll watch PC Part Picker. I don't necessarily recommend it as a building source. You still want to double check your work on that. But as far as a market search, it's actually pretty handy. And I saw a 5090 for $5,400. $5,400. And I sat there and watched it for about a day, and it was on Newegg. And the next day it was gone. So people are paying for it, and that's the problem. As long as people keep buying it, Nvidia ain't gonna stop. So that's the problem, is that the people who have plenty of money to throw out there, they're gonna keep buying it. They don't care. Yeah, exactly, dude. Supply and demand, that's it. And they are intentionally cutting the supply. That's what's shitty. So people like you and I we're never gonna get a hold of a 50 series card. That's why Jay's 2 cents flat out came out. If you're on any 40 series card, he said just skip 50 series. He said don't even buy them. He said it's not worth it. Even with the 4080, they were claiming it was supposed to be something like an 80% increase to the 5080. Nowhere close. It was about a 20% increase if you go 1-to-1. What they were relying on is DLSS frame gen 4 times. And the 4-time frame gen is garbage. It just looks like shit. Like, yeah, you get the FPS and a garbage picture. If we were on that right now using the 4 gen, everything would be ghosting and crappy and pixelated as all hell. You got a 5090? Wow, dude, congratulations. What'd you have before? What'd you replace? Yeah, agreed, Jeremy. The only reason why I want one, I mean, you know why I want one. I'm desperate to build a second machine. I need one so bad I can't see straight. If my computer right now dies, I'm in a lot of trouble, and it's all because of a GPU. But this computer does my day job. It obviously does the YouTube and this content, does the Patreon stuff. It's everything, and it's how I support my family. Good. I hope it continues to go in the tank. They deserve it. I'm sorry. Even with the, like, genuinely, it's a genuine fear of mine, of my video card taking a shit right now, because I would not be able to just go out and buy another one. I just wouldn't. Not at the current prices. And at the same token, Nvidia deserves every freaking point that it drops. Jensen did it on purpose. I'm kind of hoping that, you know, they're bored, and I'm hoping Jensen takes a hike. I'm hoping somebody gets pissed off and fires his ass. Yeah, 3090 wouldn't be terrible. I had a chance about 6 months before the 50 series rolled out to get a hold of a 4080. It would have been super, super tight. Not to bring off anything, but from the separation with my ex, there was credit card debt was very high. So I've been focusing on that, and now I wish I hadn't. I wish I had bit the bullet and bought it. Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true, Jay. Probably true. That's not America, though. Nvidia's not America. But yes, either way, greed has taken over the whole freaking planet, man. We've lost our way. Society as a whole, we have lost our way. Why can't you run MSF24? What do you want? Is that what the title says? Mods in chat? I'm thinking my restream did not properly update things. And good evening, Al. How are you, buddy? No, NVIDIA won't fail. Too big. Yeah. Main headquarters, but they're owned in China. Because their headquarters here doesn't mean that they're a Chinese company. But yes, I hear what you're saying. But the company itself, no, is not American. Come to think of it, I don't think AMD is either. But either way, your point stands, Jeremy. I know. You. Yeah, Steve, you are correct. Oh, this is going to be a tight fit. How much you want to bet one of them hits the trailer? Nope, not yet. Huh? Happened to me the other day. It was pretty funny. All right, where are you going? Oh, dirty. I would. If you're wanting to do it sooner than later, unless you're wanting to ride it out. Oh, gotcha. I got you now. Oh, I thought I held it. They could, for sure. Hope for the best, plan for the worst, dude. It's the world we live in now. Hope for the best, plan for the worst. That's all you can do. How about that? First try. Yeah, no. Yeah, this would be a bad time to buy a vehicle. You ain't lying, buddy. $9:30. All right, we got one more to go, and I think let's go ahead and get into Missouri tonight. Let's get all the way out there. Yes, the Federal Reserve is dead. Definitely make a serious impact. Let's see here. Looking for that big MO. Look at that little dumper. No. Car hauler? That could be fun. Oh, we got to do it, guys. An aircraft wing. It was meant to be. Where are we going? Springfield? That's the one. Fits the channel, right? Oh, that car hauler looked cool. All right. We still got a little over half a tank. We should be good. A couple months ago, I was looking to trade my Challenger in for a truck. I've got a 2019 Dodge Challenger Scat Pack, wide body, so the wide bodies are a lot harder to find, they're worth more money, blah, 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 blah. So I think I'll be alright, right? And mind you, my car just now hit over 50,000 miles, so still relatively low miles. And trade in, that gate didn't come down. Oh God. Why didn't the arm come down? Why didn't the train gate come down? I almost died. Anyway, they only wanted to give me $30,000 on my trade-in. Mind you, it's a $65,000 car. And they quoted me, it was for, let's see, what was that thing? See, we're in 2020, it was for a 2023 Dodge Ram, had 20,000 miles on it. It had the bells and whistles and all that. They wanted $81,000 for it. I was like, well, see you later. $81,000 for a truck. And only wanted to give me 30, so it was going to be another $50,000 loan. On top of, well, I mean, that would have almost broken even on the truck, but I lost track. I got to yap and I forgot where I was shifting it. Yeah, they are. They're another one that's nothing but a bunch of crooks now. And they're another one that's going to be in a lot of trouble soon too, because again, people are starting to catch on. That one I've been seeing a lot of reports on. Just like the housing market, the dealer market or the automotive market's going to crash. It's happened before, it's going to happen again. The overstock on automotive is ridiculous now. There's still a bunch of Challengers and Chargers that are just sitting there, and they were a hot commodity. Yeah, right? Yeah. $81,000. I about shit myself. He's like, well, can we do a little bit of a discussion? I said, no. I said, because at this point, and he goes, well, you know, we can negotiate. I said, no, there's no negotiating. I said, if you're starting out at $81,000, that means that no matter what, you're going to be $20,000 over what the truck is actually worth. I was like, and either way, I'm going to wind up eating it. I was like, you're either going to try to stick me with the principal costs, or you're going to try to stick me with the interest. And I was like, I'm just not playing it. And that's the other thing with the, like we were talking about with the Federal Reserve, with the interest rates the way they are. I have my car at 3.1%. And part of that $81,000, they were still looking at 7.1. I'm like, bite me. Like, yep, nope, I'm not playing the game. Oh, I need to change lanes. No, I didn't. Dukes of Hazzard. Yo. Yeah, I still have 30 grand left on my car. The original note was 64. And it's only got 50,000 on it. Damn thing's still under freaking warranty. What's up, Kronz? How you doing, buddy? Long time no see. Oh yeah, I've been trucking for a while, man. Although most of my, well, I guess usually right now, I'm just probably usually getting on about right now, so decided to get on a bit earlier tonight. Basically put the kids to bed and ran to the office. Yes, I know. Can't remember who put that law in place, but I remember there was a big uproar when that came around. And again, guess who profited off of that? Wasn't us. I know what you're here for. Oh, hey. Hey, why aren't you letting me in the gate? Do I have to... Oh, that's new. Security checks? Huh. I've never seen that before. I'm going to be starting a realistic profile for ATS 2, so things are going to get a lot slower. The truck's not going to look near as cool. Oh, hey, that's easy to get to. There it is, big old airplane wing. Let's see here. It's got the winglet on it. I'm guessing an Embraer, given how short the wing was. Reverse would help. Well, I can barely see it. If you guys hear a loud thunk, I hit it. It is so washed out because of the rain. Oh, there it is. Okay. And there is a plus to the metal chassis. Oh, that's awesome, Kruns. Oh yeah, man. Make sure you guys join the Discord too, so we can chat off stream. You guys can feel free to reach out to me anytime. Family comes first, brother. That's how it goes. That's cool. Yeah, did you see a big truck there as you made that turn? Oh, you are from Tucson. Idiot. Oh, you're all turning? Alright, then I'm rolling. I'm gonna hit this dude's car and I don't care. Oh, missed. You are so lucky. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. There's a lot more coming to it. Make sure you check us out on Friday, and then definitely next week. I got all this is going away for one-to-one paneling. There's so much stuff coming. Perp check. All kinds of stuff happening. Same thing with the flight sim rigs. I got so many parts in the garage right now that are in construction. A lot of things coming. Thank you very much. It is a plane wing, yes sir. My guess was off of an Embraer, because it's got the winglet, but it's a tiny wing. I think it's too small to be off an Airbus or a Boeing. That's my professional opinion, in case you guys are wondering. As a flight simulation nerd expert. You did? Huh. Yeah, I can check it right now. Ooh! I don't have any pending requests. What's your Discord name? Alright, Bruce, take care, man. Thanks for joining, man. That's what you get. That's what you get. Stupid AI, that's what you get. Oh, dude, that thing went flying. I don't know if you guys saw it in the mirror. Oh. Scared the shit out of me, though. The whole motion rig went wham. Oh, God. Yeah, it did, dude. He said send it. We said okay. Oh, I needed that. That was funny. Dude, he saw in the mirror, the car literally went up like this. He got an error 5, access is denied. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Oh, that was funny. Yeah, I thought he was stopping, dude, but I guess not. Oh, now I can't drive straight. That was funny. 502 bad gateway. I'm just glad I didn't get a damage warning on that. I'd have been pissed if I had to deal with the damage. Yeah, seriously. I can tell you right now your oil filter's loose. Why is that? Because I saw it. Oh, that was funny. Yeah, exactly. So there. Yeah, that was definitely an F around and find out for sure. Oh, that was funny. I'm gonna have to try to remember when to go back and find that, put it on a highlight or something. Dude, it was fucking hysterical. What was funny is that it scared the shit out of me because the whole rig moved. I was like, whoa! I'm trying to look at the Discord for Joe's chat. And just hear this pow and look over and just all I see is car. Truck 1, car 0. Oh, that was funny. I needed that. Yeah, exactly. You're mesmerized by the skull. You're getting sleepy. See, I was not texting and driving, and I was staying in my lane. He merged into me. Distracted driver or not, like if I ever see someone do that, I'm just gonna let them find out. Like, what's happening here now? Okay, well, here you guys go. Here's some illegal shit. Okay, I won't do that again. That was distracted driving. What's the speed limit? Oh, we're at the speed limit. So have I, actually. Saw it once on the way to Phoenix. That's why I love the signs on the trailers. When the drivers put on their trailers where it says, if you can't see my mirrors, I can't see you. And yet they still try to test it. A self-driving car. Software glitch, yeah. And now it needs a software update. Fact. Now my next big thing is, so after I get the dash done, I'm gonna get wind blowers. So that way you can simulate air conditioning, and plus underneath all this it gets hot. Oh, nice. Hello, Mr. Police Officer. Alright, let's not do it again. Yeah, I want the fans. And I see what you did there, bud. I saw it. I'm with you. I caught what you did there. And I'm gonna go ahead and get like a butt kicker. Probably won't go with butt kicker. I know Sim Magic has a smaller version of it. What are you doing? I do want to get a little bit of haptic feedback for under the seat. That actually makes a lot of sense. If you're gonna go that full route, I could see that. Like in VR, that would actually be really dope. I did have a butt kicker. I did. Dude, I never saw this coming. It was another one of those things that I thought was way out of my reach, way out of my price point, way out of my capabilities. Especially with as much money as the other one was spending at the time, like I couldn't even keep up. There are some perks to being single. Not a lot, but a couple. Don't yeah, don't stop it. Learn how a stop sign works. It was my turn. Oh yeah, no, this is, I look forward to when I get to get in this thing, and especially with all the things I'm getting ready to add to it. I've said it a few times in the stream so far, but I know you've joined. I've got so many parts for flight simulation that I'm constructing in the garage, metal frames, and then I'm going to be doing a whole gauge like this for general aviation. I've got templates of things that I'm going to be mounting on the frame. It's going to get ridiculous, you guys. This thing's going to be so freaking dope. I'm going to finish the truck up, hopefully within the next 7 or 8 days. Should have a full dash, nav display, GPS display, everything. And then we'll be assembling the aviation portion. I do, but it wasn't fun back then. Dude, with that little wheel stand I had, playing on that one little screen, it sucked. AB9, bro. Get the AB9. You posted the clip in Discord? Nice. I'm downloading it. Where'd you put it? General chat? Yeah, nice. Oh my god, that thing got effed up, dude. Yeah, I saw it. Oh my god. That's one of those ones I could watch 100 times again, dude. That was good. Thank you for posting that. That's gonna keep me busy for the next 4 hours. At 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna have that stupid thing in my head. I don't know why it was so funny, but it was, dude. Fire one! That was too good. He just like drove right into us. Thrustmaster Soul Art? No, I have not seen that. Thrustmaster Soul. You stupid iPhone. It changed it to Trustmaster. Well, it's already on Amazon. Oops. For $400? No. Wow, dude. Oops. We are currently left Springfield, Kansas, and we're on our way into Missouri. $400, dude. That is ridiculous. For that, no, not in a million years. See, this is the problem, and here's the thing, okay? I have worked with Rustmaster. I have met many of them. They are amazing people. They are so kind and so nice and so helpful. They're great people. They really are. They're fantastic people. I love them as a team. But they need to A, step up their game, B, get off the high horse. It's like the TPR rudder pedals being almost $600 right now. At least the last time I looked. That's ridiculous. And this is, again, is why I say Virpil. Like, if you're going to go Space Sim, then you go with the Alpha Primes or the Alphas. Go to Virpil. I think Thrustmaster is American made, if I remember correctly. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure they're made in the US. I might be wrong, but I thought they were. No, they're not better than Purple. I call bullshit. And I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sorry. That was very judgmental statement, but no. I have a very, very hard time believing that. Virpil, you have a full metal gimbal axis. You have full tension control, detent swap outs. The Alpha Primes have both the twist grip excuse me, not the Alpha Primes, just the Alphas. Have the twist grip if you want it. You can lock the twist grip if you want it. They have all the same buttons it has. I mean, these look like they may have a couple more buttons, but that plastic base, and nah. Yeah, no, I agree. Once you get over it, like I use HostAS even for logging, and once you get used to it, yeah, it's definitely badass. And Star Citizen, it was awesome. We have those coming, the Virpils. daughter just said she's on her way home. I'm trying to respond to her. Yeah, no, I know. And maybe, like, if he's used the Virpil, did he give... I guess my thing... I'd be interested in seeing the video. And did he just say they're better than Virpils, or did he give supporting reasons? Oh, I don't care about the Hall sensors. I have yet to use, of all the flight controls, the Moza, the Wing, Thrustmaster, of all the flight controls I have used, I have not found any that are as precise as the Virpils. So they're doing something with the sensors they have that make them fantastic. But I've never had the precision that I get with my CM3 base. And that's the kicker with Virpil, you gotta remember, is that the base and grip are separate. But with the CM3 base, I've never found anything that gives me the precision that it does. And when I say precision, I'm referring to things like corrections when made on a carrier approach or air-to-air refueling, where it's super critical to have those minute, that minute control. Supporting reason number one, they gave it to him. I don't think like that. They're not all like that. Yes, there are a couple reviewers out there who will do that, but I think most of them are pretty genuine. So you never know. I mean, you never know. You could be right, but I still want to believe the best in people. I really do. Otherwise, if we can't do that, what the hell's the point? So I would hope that that's not the reason. Maybe he just found something better that he liked about it. Maybe, you know, to each their own, right? But my biggest issue isn't so much of what Thrustmaster had, it's the price. Yeah. Virpil will be more expensive, but at $400, you're already at one of the alphas with the CM3 base. Virpil is far more expensive, I will agree. But $400 for dual sticks, man. Yeah, I know you would, but no, I know. I got a lot of crap in my head right now, buddy, so I'm a little sensitive to that stuff. It's nothing anyone did or said. I'm trying to stay positive. But no, I know you were kidding. I just got to thinking about it, that's all. I got in my feels, man. Okay, just getting this thing in here is going to be interesting. Don't feel bad, Commander, because the number of things that I have very clearly known right just from reading them are autocorrect is pretty funny. The different things I've seen, was it Virile earlier? I've seen Virgil twice. Oh, really? Noobifier? He's normally pretty blunt, but I also know that he and... I should be careful what I say on stream, I guess, but I know that there was a falling out between those two if you catch my drift. So I'm wondering if that might play a little part in it, but maybe not. But I know I believe him and Virpil had a little bit of a falling out. But I'll have to watch it. So I'd be interested to hear what the supporting reasons were. And if they really are better, then fantastic. I've been saying for a while that Thrustmaster needs to get innovative again. What the... Oh, you are shitting me. Can you guys even see that? Be that bad. Geigo, I agree. I've seen that too. Okay, this is going to be kind of interesting. Paradox, what's going on, my dude? Yes, it is going to be sick in the Super. You are not wrong. The hanging skull's a nice touch. Yep. Oh, I love this DOF stuff. DOF Reality Pit is awesome. And they're the only motion pit that seems to be priced at a reachable point still. It's going to be tricky. Wait a minute, wait. Shit. I'm backing in at the wrong angle. I am backing it in at the wrong angle. How the... I need to turn it around. Right? Stop. Ugh. I need to peek outside. I'm screwing myself up here. No, I was doing just fine. Michael, you idiot. Shut up and drive. Quit second guessing yourself, dipshit. I am not driving it from the outside. That is not cheating. That's no different than me getting out of the truck and looking. That's not cheating. I got out of the truck and I looked at the parking spot and then I got back in my truck before I moved it. You call me a cheater? You're a cheater. Although I think I'm going to hit that rack. Yep, there it is. Found it. All right. Oh shit. I got to go long time ago. Who was that? Learjet? Yeah, I got to go to a Learjet facility and get into a full training motion simulator. It was freaking cool. No. This one's tough. That's what this one does, Paradox. We're on a motion pit. Yeah, I know. Well, not only are we having to back into the building, but the parking set, our doorway is here, the parking is here. So we're also offset. That's what's throwing me off. If it was just backing into the bay, that would be easy. Yes, I agree. DOF is the best bang for the buck. I'm gonna hit that damn... Okay, how the hell do I do this? Alright, so I gotta... Alright, I think I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm trying to follow that first line and I need to come in wider first. If it was just straight in, this would be easy, but I have to be able to get... So by the time that we park it, my truck should be staring at the wall. I do have this. I do. It just might be 108 steps to back it in, but 108 point turn. But I need to be thinking about the back lines, not the front ones. So we need to turn tighter in the beginning. That way I can get the truck in too. Let it turn, let it turn, let it turn, let it turn. Coming around. Here we go. Straight. Come on. You and Jeremy both. Hot damn. Whew. The hell are you looking at, bro? He gets bitchy. It's judging. How many times are we going to do this? Nice. Oh, there we go. All right, what time is it? I'll do another short run. This one will have to be a small one, but I want to drive one more time. Thanks, Chief. It took me a second to get my head out of my ass, but we got it. All right, so I've heard the Missouri spots are really cool. Let's just see what we can find. Why are you lagging, mouse? Knock it off. Actually, I bet the batteries are dying. All right, that's Springfield to Springfield. Let's see. Let's go somewhere else. Oh, they're all in Springfield. I can't go anywhere else. Not and stay in Missouri. Oh, there's one. Joplin. What else we got? Rolla? Let's do it. I don't know where they are. But we're going to Rolla, so we'll see what happens. Now, is that damn trailer still behind me? Oh. It's pretty good in ATS. As long as you use OpenXR. I've been in the Crystal Light in ATS. It's a blast. Especially with the motion sim. Makes backing the trailers a hell of a lot easier, that's for sure. How much gas do we have? Still, we should be fine. To take a bathroom break? How do you know I didn't? Gross. I didn't want to do that, did I? Nope. Oh my god, you. Yeah, At least I got one of you. My neighbors love me. Yeah, this is full surround sound. I normally crank it too, but if I do that with this microphone, you guys won't be able to hear me at all. Good point. Uh-oh. There's no weight on the back wheels. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, nice, bro. Sweet. Yeah. Yeah, I had to create my own mounts for all this too. I'm running it. No! Now you show up! Ooh! I wonder if he knows how close he came to me unaliving him. Alright, I'll behave. That was a warning. Paradox, I want to. I don't know. I don't know if I have anyone to watch my kids. Their mom moved out of state, so it's just me now. So I want to. I really do. I was really looking forward to seeing Rhode Island. I've never been. I'm still trying to pull something, but if I do, it's going to be out of my ass because I don't even know if I can afford the damn tickets at this point. They're going to be so expensive because I waited so long. Airline tickets will be ridiculous for me now, but I want to. I haven't given up just yet. Yeah, I figured, bro. I know that's quite the flight. The other thing is I have to figure out if I want to do 6 to 8 hours on a plane as being 6'1", so flying economy. I can't afford them their fancy seats. Hey Tony, how are you, man? Thanks, appreciate it. We're just getting started with this setup. Trust me, there's a lot more coming. A lot more coming. Yeah. Yeah, well, and that's sort of where I'm at. I may just sit this one out. Glad to hear it, Tony. Glad to hear it, man. Make sure you guys all join the Discord and check the general chat for a very funny clip that was put up from earlier. Watch the right mirror. Dude, Texas sucked. God, that was hot. I got invited to the Thrustmaster event, funny enough, where they took us over to the NASA Space Center and we went into the 747 they have on display there. And we were up in the top deck. And it was nice. They had, like, you know, open bar and everyone was shooting the shit and whatnot. But the problem is they had about, I don't know, 50 or 60 people. But they only had half of the air conditioning running on that top deck. And it was hot and it was humid as all hell. Oh, dude, it made us miserable. No, I gotta set up the freaking switch, bud. But it should be in the description of any of my videos if you follow me on YouTube too. And it might even be in the description on Twitch. I put it in all of my descriptions, so I need to set up the bots. I'm still learning how to do all this, to be honest. Some dipshit on this chat was supposed to help me, and he hasn't done it yet. I'm waiting for the comment back. Here it comes. Like a big middle finger. There it is. Excuse me. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I just wanted the reaction. I just wanted the reaction. I'm just teasing. You know damn well I'm very grateful for everything you've done. Catheda / Jeremy Hart made all my logos, made the intro music, did all the hard work. I'm making hearts with my middle fingers. I feel it, bro. I feel it. I love you too. I love you too. There you go. I love you too. Saw the video. Wow, dude, it was funny as hell. The video was hysterical. Now that's funny. Jeremy's my best friend. Theta's my best friend. We also work together. So there's a lot of shit talking that goes on there. Mostly me. I'll give him that. Usually the shit talking is me. There's our trailer. This is a cool yard. I do like that about this expansion. The yards seem to be bigger. The parking spots seem to be cooler. Oh, there we go. Damn it. Don't look at me. My foot slipped out the clutch. Shut up. We gotta name him. What's his name? He's gotten a lot of attention tonight. No promises, game on. Thanks, man. Take care. Appreciate you stopping by and hanging for a minute. Steve. We got Steve. We got Murray. I kind of like Murray. Not gonna lie. Again. My nickname's gonna be Stall It. What was that talking head's name from Harry Potter, the one in the bus? Take it away, Earl. Mind your head. Hello, Stall It. Picked the right time to join, bud. Thank you. Appreciate it. And welcome aboard. Yes, I do actually remember that. Funny enough. We're gonna have to put up a poll, dude, to name the hanging ball on the truck. What are we taking? Walmart Mega Stock. I love this sound pack, dude. The air system sounds amazing in it. Oh! Oh no, we're in a Peterbilt. Or are you naming... Oh, Mac? Maybe. What about Pete? That's too unoriginal, huh? Tim. I call him Rudy. Here, Rudy, Rudy, Rudy. I love that movie. Ice Age 3, if you guys haven't seen it yet. Buck. The name's Buckmeister. People call me Buck. Long for Bob. Nice. Let me know what the results are. Or take a picture of it and put a poll up in Discord. Give it a couple days, see what people come up with. The on-ramps seem to be a little bit bigger out here too. It's not all about size. Yeah, but it takes a long time to get to England in a rowboat. Can't wait till we get the ATS server up and running. That'll be fun too. I'm excited to do that. Do convoys with all you crazy people. Cruise control. My back's all sweaty. It's all sweaty. For Mac? Okay. So the thing about, I have to figure out how to do it, but my understanding is there's a way now where the mods will be automatically downloaded. I know of 2 different guys who host servers that the mods automatically import. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate that. I actually had a Twitch account. So look, I already had one. Steam Workshop mods? Yeah, okay. Well, still might be able to make that work. I mean, most of the mods that I use are on. I think the only thing everyone would have to do is the truck. But I mean, if you're not using Pizster Ruta, you're missing out. I still want to try out that new W900 that SCS put out. Still got to check that out. I was watching a couple of reviews on it. I guess it got pretty good reviews. I guess they did a pretty good job on it. Why you gotta hate? Jerk? You big bully? Yes, I know who this is. Joe. I don't like SCS trucks. I'm a snob. Fair enough. Thank you for the follow again. Appreciate that. Yeah, you do. Punch Creations. Jeremy, he's asking where the poll is on Twitch. Yes, we are rocking equipment from these folks. We have the DOF Reality H3 Motion Pit and ATS accessories. We're also using the Moza wheel with the trucking wheel and the wheel stock with the R5 base and wheel pedal setup. There's your infomercial. I told you! Did you not believe me? So, Punch Creations, it's fine. You can just throw out your vote right now. The vote is, what is his name? The current vote on the table is Mac. Yes, it is better for live streaming by a lot. I believed you. Sure. Sure you did. I've heard that before. Am I married again? Kidding. Kidding. He says, I'll just seal the deal and vote Mac. Mac it is, I guess. Look at him. He looks put out. No. No, I would not. You are not wrong, sir. Or anything else. I'd be back in that tiny little office again. I am really glad that I moved everything to the master bedroom. It has actually been a really good choice. No. No. I don't want you scared to marry. Just, I had bad luck twice. That's all it is. Marriage is still a beautiful, wonderful thing, and if you find the person you know, you'll know. I would never tell anyone not to marry. Even being divorced now twice, and now a single full-time father because of it, I don't regret any of it. They should add a piss jug that swishes. Oh my lord! You know, for immersion. I was told earlier, you know, people were mentioning like you didn't even take a bathroom break between loads at your destination. Thought that was a requirement. I said, how do you know that I didn't? If you don't know, she will tell you. That's pretty much it, man. She said I do, you say I do, she says I don't anymore, or won't anymore. Alright, let's see what we got. I think this is just standard parking lot. Uh-oh. Yo, by the hair of your chinny chin chin. Where is it? Oh, son of a bitch. Yes, that is a fact. One of the true, or one of the few myths that are absolutely accurate. Your money is no longer yours. Yeah, we got this. Uh-oh. I don't know about say intentions, but sure. AI dispatching, yes. That'd be dope. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna do a video tomorrow. Been playing around with using ChatGPT for flight simming. There's a lot of applications for it. I was rather impressed. Swear to God, dude. But I also have the pay version, by the way. I have a subscription to it. Did you really? I'm able to pull up checklist, runway information, ATIS, weather, or obviously ATIS, destination distance, fuel planning, all kinds of crap that I was able to find. It's pretty impressive. If you do the $20 a month subscription, ChatGPT does far more than the free version does. It dives much deeper. You can actually ask it. So one of the things that I did is I asked for a tabulated checklist for the TBM 850 startup, and by God, matched it right to the POH. It was pretty impressive. Okay, that's it for driving runs, because I gotta call it night soon, but we are gonna get some gas before we call it. Let's go load the truck up. Yeah, it really was. I was pretty impressed by it. I asked for the runway slope of Tucson International. Gave it to me. Asked for radio frequencies, things like that. Now, obviously, we have other resources for things like that we would normally use, but still, it definitely has an application. That guy's peeing. Don't think I didn't see you. Did you post one of those in the Discord? Paradox? Didn't you do it a couple days ago? Wasn't that you? Or was that somebody else? I have heard the coloring is better on Twitch than YouTube. I'm not the first person to say that, ironically enough. Yes, less compression, which means the audio will be better too. Yeah, Twitch is definitely the way to go for streaming. That's why I keep trying to steer you guys to it. That's comforting when you can't even see the streetlights. Hey, we're at the gas station, not that I can see it. Dude, I keep getting stuck in fog. Like, it has been constant lately. I can't see a damn thing, dude. It really is. And I'm also using an enhancement on it too, which definitely makes a huge difference. Where the hell are the pumps? Am I on the wrong side? I'm on the wrong side. Can I get over there, or is this a drive-through? There we go. There it is. Welcome back. Yeah, it is. Giants could learn a thing or two from them. Oh, you did send me one before. I responded to you before. Yeah, I can buzz you tomorrow, Bill. Not a problem, sir. All right, you guys. Well, thank you guys very much for joining me. I had a really good time hanging with you all tonight. But it is that time. 5 a.m. comes very, very quick, and it's already 11:30 here. So, as always, you guys know the drill. Stay safe and healthy. Stand by tomorrow. I'm sure I'll be live again. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for hanging, guys. Had a lot of fun. Do. Where's my mouse? Oh, there you are. Hooah!